I have a poster comparing the endosymbiotic theory and the endogenous theory. The endosymbiotic, well actually let's start with the endogenous, states that organelles and other features originated inside of the cell without outside influence. If it was an outside influence, it would be exo rather than endo. And it's more like different prokaryotic cells. Some have one type of organelle which can be to breathe oxygen or to make its own food using synthesis of chloroplast. And there's the endosymbiotic theory, which explains how eukaryotic cells came to pretty much evolve, and they were originally prokaryotic cells that ingested another prokaryotic cell and ended up using its food's organelles as its own, and that like over billions of years and over millions of years, that organelle, like mitochondria, is so reliant on the host and the host on its own mitochondria that they can't live without the other. And the evidence for this is that the mitochondria has its own circular DNA that resembles a bacteria. They have two cell membranes, which is like a cell ingesting another cell. And they replicate like bacteria by pinching in half. And all the eukaryotic cells have this organelle, which means that it developed pretty much first. So it's first on the tree. Then there's chloroblasts, and they also have DNA that resembles bacteria, a double membrane like bacteria and mitochondria, the cell respiration that produces its own food, and they reproduce by binary fission like prokaryotic cells. Now, so here we have the mitochondria, and we have its ribosomes, which are in the red, the circular DNA, its inner membrane, which is the blue, and its outer membrane, which is the orange/yellow. And it has its own ATP synthesis so that it's able to breathe. For that, oxygen wasn't very popular. And then we have chloroblast, which is, I ran out of green marker. We have the envelope, the outer membrane, which should be more visible, but it's this really dark green right here. The inner membrane, which is this lighter green, and the dots are ribosomes. These circles that are blue are the circular DNA, the thylakoid right here, which helps with making food, and that's basically the endosymbiotic theory.